Shut up and sit down.
Greetings, fellow travelers. Obelix here, coming at you today from FTB Revelation. How y'all doing today? So we got our living armor on from Blood Magic, and you can see I have fixed the problem where we could not see the upgrades. We can now see them. Hallelujah. So you can see we've got healthy, dwarven might, tough skin, step assist, poison resistant, yada yada, blah blah, lots of stuff all over the place, and we have used 100 of 100 upgrade points. So yeah, guys, the upgrade of the server did fix the problem. It was something related to the mouse movement, or the mod that helps with mouse. Like if you can shift click across a bunch of things and move them into a chest instead of having to go one at a time. It was something associated with that in Blood Magic, but it did get fixed in the update. It is awesome. And this armor has gotten much better because of it. There are a lot of little things that got fixed. It's great. One thing to note, let's turn around here. You will notice I can now run upstairs smoothly. Oh, that's so awesome. That was a huge issue, and I was about to stop wearing this armor because of that issue. And what it was this setting right here. Yep. Turn that on, and notice you start bouncing up the stairs like that. And that is super sketch and annoying. You get these random just bounces. You even get it when you go up like little one high blocks. Like if I were to come out here and just go up here, so you get that little spring. It's so annoying. If I try to go from down here, and you saw how it hitches when you go down even. As I try to go up here, it's going to be like boing, 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 boing. So obnoxious. So if you're playing in your own world, and I just take the time to show you in case you run into this problem, you know what to do. Flip that off, and the problem goes away. Oh, so much better. So much better. Loving it. So, am liking the living armor now that we've corrected all the little issues with it. You will notice some things have changed around here. Obelix's been busy. Let me tell you. Guess what, guys? Guess what? The entire factory is complete. At least the exterior. Now, we still got a lot to do on the interior, but I have finished all the exteriors, all four sides, all the way up. Oh, it's amazing. I'm not saying the factory is amazing. It's kind of, it ain't bad. I mean, not gonna toot my own horn or anything, but I do like it. I think it looks pretty cool. I love looking through these windows. Oh man, if I go over here and boom, love that armor. Loving it, loving it. Get that nice high jump. Boing. If I come over here and I look through these windows, that is such a cool look. Being able to see all those machines working inside there. Oh, I do love that. You can see all the stuff going on inside there. It just looks like a living factory. That's cool. So, if I have turned the tree farm back on to get some of our newer trees. So you'll notice this side is now done. And you'll notice this side of the factory has changed. Remember, it was several blocks higher. When we walked out of the back of the factory, we had to go up several blocks. And I ended up with a back door on the factory, which I didn't think I was going to do initially, but decided I wanted one. And in order to put the back door, it just felt weird stepping up as soon as you come out of the door. So I just leveled this. Remember, there was a little lake right here. We took that out. I may put it back in. Just wanted to bring it down to make it a little cleaner. And then around the back side, you will see, oh, Blick's been busy over here too. He's leveled all this land, tore out all these trees, took out a couple layers of dirt over here. Hello, falling in a hole. I smoothed out our smeltery. Remember, this is our furnace, and it has to be square. But our smeltery doesn't need these edge blocks. So I have tossed the edge blocks in and put some decoration up the top to really make these things look cool. So let's pop in here. Let's see if I can zorp up there. Yeah, boy. Yeah, you see I put a little decoration, little stairs around there. Try to make them look more like smokestacks coming out of the back of the factory. I think that really adds some character to it. And there is a super cool thing going on above it, but unfortunately, this is the sucky part, it's out of render distance. I found a super cool block. I just wish it rendered a little bit farther. I'm going to zorp up there. Now remember, this guy can't zorp. Like I'm trying to zorp right now, nothing's zorping, because you actually have to be pointed at a block in the distance, and you can zorp to the block. Like if I zorp to that block there, I can do it. I can zorp down to the top of the roof here, but I can't just zorp into the sky. But I'm going to zorp right above either one of these guys, and it's actually going to work. Zorp! Because we have blocks up here. Very special blocks called particle blocks. How cool are these things? They make it look like it's smoking, and I've staggered some off to the side over here to make it look like it's kind of blowing off at a distance. Boy, I wish these things rendered up a little bit further away. Falling off. Oh, quick save, quick save. All right, let's get back up there. Zorp. You see I did put one or two down below the surface there, so it makes it really look like it's coming out of the top. I just think that's so awesome looking, guys. Unfortunately, like I said, it just doesn't render at distance. You know, if we go back down here, you're just not going to see it, and that sucks. I think you can see it from there either. Yeah, you can't. We can hit it, but we just can't see it. But they are there. It is a cool block. It can render things other than smoke. It can render stars and fish for whatever reason. I don't know. There's some crazy stuff. We'll take a look at these things probably a little bit later. Let's continue on with the tour before I forget what else I have done. So we finished the factory on the outside. Did we take a look at it on this side? I don't think we did. It looks the same as the other side. Big fall. Little hurt on the broken ankles there. We're all right. We're all right. Our armor took care of it. Yeah, come over here, and you can see this side is also finished. I did expand our solar cells for industrial craft. Added a few more up there. Remember, we built the one together, and I just added a few more to it. Unfortunately, this guy is now floating, so I think I'm going to have to deconstruct him and bring him down, or build some kind of a platform underneath him to get him not floating. But yeah, I think it turned out really, really good. I'm really happy with the way this guy looks, and I'm so glad to be done with him. And you see, we're going to be working over here today. That's what that stuff's for. We'll take a look at it in a little bit. I'll show you a couple more things inside. We did get some doors set up and just kind of clean this up a little bit. And I replicated it on the other side, so we have the exact same door over there. And of course cleaned up the insides a lot. Now, in order to set the door here, remember, there used to be a machine right here. Yeah, there used to be a fermenter right here. It is now tucked away over here in this little corner. Now remember, the fermenter needs sugarcane. So we are channeling the sugarcane out from our cloches. Same cloches, and then we just built a track or conveyor that is a vertical conveyor. And you could see them traveling across the top. And I use these covered conveyors just because I think they look cooler up there. And you can see it dropping the sugarcane down on this conveyor, and it goes into our storage drawer, to the hopper, into the fermenter. And then we've just piped the liquid out over here and still continuing into the side of our refinery, just like it was before. The other thing I had to do was raise this pipe here that carries the ethanol. Or is it plant oil? Yeah, plant oil, sorry. Carries the plant oil from the seeds from this squeezer. It used to run along the ground right here. And obviously we can't run it along the ground and block the door, so I had to elevate it up above the door. So that required some redoing of all the wires. Remember, these used to be powered from that right there, so I moved it out here. I think it looks a little cleaner. Had to basically rewire the whole bloody room to get all these to work. Now, I did do one thing that I haven't shown on the video, but it is a capability of immersive engineering. It's a super cool one, and I don't think a lot of people know about it, but you can absolutely do it, is you can pass power through a solid block. That's right, you don't have to just punch holes in your wall. So you're going to use your engineer's hammer, this guy right here. Oop, I get a little munch. There we go. And you put a connector on the wall, and again, any solid block, does have to be a solid block. So put the connector on the block, put a connector on the opposite side of the block, and then bap the block with the hammer. And you'll see how it gets this little dark brown square there. That's telling you it's passing the power through the block. So if we come out here, you'll see this block does the same thing. Unfortunately, it does get a lighting glitch. That kind of sucks. But you can pass the power through without breaking the block out. So you can see there the power's coming through the solid. I think this is, iron wood. And then it's running these lights out here. So you can absolutely do that. It does have to be the same connector. So we've got an LV connector here. We have to have an LV connector on the inside. If you're using MV, it's got to be MV on the other side. If it's HV, it's got to be HV on the other side. Remember, just bap the block with your hammer and you're good to go. So, let me think. What else have I done? I brought our refined storage system here to the center of the room. I got tired of running back behind. Remember, we had set up a terminal behind the stairs over there. Got tired of running over there constantly, especially when I was doing all the work in here to rebuild this. So I did set up a little terminal setup here that I want to build out into this kind of cool plinth that has all the different parts of it. So that'll be coming soon. And also ran me one right here. So I just ran a line inside under the ground to connect to this, and this is a refined storage crafting grid, just kind of tucked away, buried in here. So we have one outside. One other thing I did, gosh, a lot of updates, guys. There's a lot of updates. I added elevators here and one over there. There's two in the factory, one on each side. Kind of basically lined up, though this one's a little closer to the door than that one is because of where the machines are. But instead of having to run up and down the stairs all the time, I can just use this elevator. And it does go all the way to the roof, so we can go up to the first floor. Well, I guess this would be the second floor, where we have all of our machines. Third floor, which we have not used yet, and the roof. So it's just a quick way to get around. Now I can go down as well. So I got to go into this little intermediary chamber. Then I can go down here into our old base that we've dug out. Remember, blood magic's over there, up those stairs, and then the old base is right inside there. And then we have power generation back in that corner. I can go down again. This is our mining layer, remember. This is the high mining layer where we get copper and things. And as well, we have the top of our mob farm here. So I've just dug this out a lot more than it used to be. Here's the old path down to the lower levels. And this used to be the stairs up. You can kind of see the stair pattern there. I think I have I have higher end drill stuff there. If I dig this out, you can see the old stairs are still here, but I've blocked them off. Just not using it anymore. So it's not really necessary. So I've just kind of hidden those up to forget about them. And I've even made it so we can go below that. We go into a little intermediary section, another one, and then we hit our mining level. So we've got this huge mining space down here. There's the bottom of the mid side of our mob farm. You see mobs dropping out of there from time to time. And you can even go down all the way to bedrock. So this is our bedrock area where we do anything needed for bedrock. I did light it up with these feral lanterns because holy crap, these things light up a lot. They are awesome. And of course, here's that bottom of that stairwell we were just looking at from way up there. So super handy to have that elevator all the way. Now this is the only one that goes all the way down to bedrock. If we come up here to the ground floor of the factory, we have this guy over here, which he can go down to this floor, but that's as far as he can go. But he can go all the way up to the roof. So it's just a quick little way to get around the factory. Now, let's see, is this going to kill us? No, we survived. Sweet. So, like I said, we looked at it from the other side, but the only other thing I've really done is block this off here. Remember, that used to be our stairwell. Just kind of clean this up so it's a little basic room. Haven't done anything with it. Now, one other thing. Now, this wasn't me. This was part of the update. When we updated the mod pack, it updated refined storage. Well, one thing refined storage has changed is it no longer uses solderers. Remember, we used to have solderers right here that we could turn on and off. So now these are kind of irrelevant because refined storage has gotten rid of the solderers. They don't use them anymore. You now craft your cells, your processors, directly in... Well, that was stupid. Why'd I do that? Why y'all let me do that? Shame on y'all. Now I gotta reset everything. Dadgummit. Alright, so if I come in here and I do at refine processor, you can see if we just look at the basic one, it's now just a regular crafting recipe. And we got to use this processor binding, which is slime and string. So slime and string are going to become a lot more important than they used to be. Then we can still make the processors by just cooking that basic processor. So that is the new way of doing it. And again, that was changed as part of the upgrade that was done. Sorry, I'm focusing to make sure I get the right stuff here. You know, when we upgraded the mod pack, we needed to, update refined storage, and that is a change refined storage has made. So don't freak out when you start your world and you got machines missing if you had a whole bunch of solderers. Just understand it's a change and you're going to have to adapt to it. You can now do auto crafting recipes all within refined storage. You don't actually have to pump it out into a machine and then suck it out later. But I am going to have to go back and fix this wall. So today, guys, today. Well, let's go this way. Today. Boing. Today, we're going to work with these guys. I did go find some sheep. I don't remember where I found them. Oh, over this crag rock. All the way over the rock. And I just used this little zerper. Use this guy to get up off the top and go over the other side. There's a big meadow. And I found some sheep. Grabbed them in these soul vials right here. Grabbed 2 of them. Brought them over here and just started breeding them up a little bit. And there you go. Got sheep. So now we have all the vanilla Minecraft animals that you'd ever want. And I want to start using these guys because remember, we want to get into Pam's Harvest Craft and be able to make all the things. Remember, we set these traps out so that we could get a whole bunch of different food types. Well, I want to set up auto breeding and collecting of the bits from these guys here. And in order to do that, we're going to move them because kind of they're in the way here and have been bugging me. So we're going to go ahead and move them over to here, backside of the factory. Because, where else should you breed your animals but right beside the giant smokestacks that are polluting the environment? It's the best place for these things. Can I jump up on the light? Yes, I can. So that's why we have these 4 pens right here. So we'll have, chickens and sheep and cows and pigs all right here and producing all the giblets. And we're going to use a mod I've used recently for this, but only just kind of scratched the surface and learning it. Learned it in the All the Mods 3 series with Nashrak and Ruski. And we're going to use industrial foregoing for this. Now, what we are going to need, see if I can do this off the top of my brain without having to go to the book, though probably not. Industrial foregoing. Okay. There's so many machines. Goodness gracious. It's going to take me forever to find the right one. We are looking for, not a plant fertilizer. That's not going to work. Not a plant gatherer. That ain't going to work neither. Animal rancher. I can't remember what the heck that thing does. Okay. I'm going to have to go to the dadgum book because I can't remember because brain damage. You know how it is. Alright. So, we're going to look in here. And I think it's that one. No. That one. Animal husbandry. There we go. So we want a... What is this guy? Power will try to interact with animals with buckets and shears. No thanks. Don't need that. That'll just get you milk and wool. And we can make wool from spider drops, so I'm not too worried about that. What I do want is we're going to need baby separators. So we're going to need 4 of those. And I'm going to need animal feeders. We're going to need 4 of those. So let's get those guys going. So we're going to want baby separators. Whoa, that's a lot of emeralds. I don't know that I have a whole ton of emeralds. We'll do what we can do. So, can I make 8 of those? Because I'm sure I'm going to need them for the other machine too. And grapes are purple dye. Okay, we're going to need gold gears. There's those. Do I have purple dye? Purple dye. I do now. So we definitely have the plastic. 1, 2, 3, 4. Awesome. So that's the baby separator. And something about a grower? Animal grower. There you go. Good night. More purple dye. What's with the purple dye? Well, these people got to get about purple. They just want to use all our lapis, I guess. Oh, I need more red. Do I have poppies? I got me some poppies. Hello, poppy. So, there's poppies. Purple. And need some more gold gears. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom. Fantastimundo. So growers and separators. Let's pop on out here. We're going to need some more machines, but this will get us started. You guys can kind of see what we're doing here. So, I want to set the growers right there, but facing the right direction, which is, that is not doing. So I have to work from out here. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. Now, with some upgrades, this guy is going to grow any animal in this region right here. So we're going to put 2 parents in here. This thing's going to feed them. And, oh crap, that's the grower. Ah, brain damage. That's not the one I wanted. That was the one I wasn't going to build. Well, now we got it built. We might as well use it. Okay. Fair enough. Why y'all let me be so stupid? Y'all supposed to keep me intelligent. I blame y'all. It's all y'all's fault. Let's see. Not the grower. What the heck was it? Feeder? That's the one we needed. Dad, blast it. Golden flipping carrots. Good grief, and golden apples. Man, these people are proud of their machines. Good thing we have carrots. And eat, please. And we're gonna need more of these. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah, good, we had enough purple. So that's the one we wanted. Dag blast it. Alright. Get back out here. And feeders. Ploppity, 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 plop. Now, these are going to feed the animals. So we put 2 sheep in here. They get fed with whatever they eat, which is wheat. So this guy will be full of wheat. They'll make it a baby. Make it a baby. Then we need to get the baby out of here and over here so it can grow up. We want to keep these as our breeding stock, and these will be our slaughter stock. So we want the baby separator. And we're just going to pop it in like so. So it will suck at the babies from here and push the babies to here, which is excellent. And then they'll just sit in here until they grow up. Then we got to get mean and put the killing machines right here. So this will be a little more compact setup than we had on all the mods 3. We're not going to move the babies a third time, or a second time, which we did before. So I've just kind of cleaned up the way this works a little bit. Now I forget the machine we need to do the murdification. Let's see. There's 2 different ones that do the murdification. We want to make sure we use the right one. So we got a slaughter factory and a crusher. The crusher will kill any entity in front of it as if a player would. So this is going to give us the drops we want. This is going to give us the meat and the wool and the leather and all that good stuff. The slaughter factory will grind them up and turn them into liquid meat, but also produces that pink slime. Remember we needed that before? So that's not the one we want. We want crushers. So crush. And so we're going to need 4 more of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to need 1, 2, 3, and 4 swords. And we're going to need some more of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And, ooh, books. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Why does it need a book to crush a mob? That's like the stupidest thing ever. Somebody explain to me why a book is relevant. Please, please, pass this knowledge on to me. Slap me with some knowledge, because I do not understand. Alright, so we're just going to pop these in here like so. There we go. We got all our killers in place. Now, every one of these machines currently works in a 1x1 radius right in front of the machine. If we open the machine, click on the snowball, turn it into a slime ball, and you can see, well, actually it's a 1x3 in front of the machine. Ooh, I did not realize these went above. Does this go above? It does. It goes up by 1. Did you go above? Because, I can make this look better. I can make this look better. Sure enough. Because we can take this. Then we can get rid of these raised bars, or raised fences. Like so. And because this guy goes up by 2, we could put him all the way into the ground, so all you see is the green grass. But because these go up only by 1, you're going to only see them, you're going to have to see them on the surface. Though there are upgrades. Is one of the upgrades a height upgrade? There's range. Can we add height? Things I've never thought about before. We will need some adult add-ons. Yeah, so I don't see any of them being height. Okay, so we can increase the range but not the height. So we might as well just put this guy on the surface too, because all the other ones are going to have to be on the surface. So we'll zorp him in right there. And then we will take him out like I so. And we can now pull these down, which is awesome. And yeah, so it's going to look for babies in that box, and it'll spit them out over here. I wonder if it spits them out into the grass block. That might be a problem. We'll have to look into that. We'll have to give it a try. So, but that'll let us do that. And that, which, let's face it, just looks better. And we'll pop this guy out like so. And we will put him... No, that one. Thank you. Right there. Excellent. Excellent. Hey, get over. Awesome. So the only thing I'm not sure about is when this guy spits the baby out, if he's going to suffocate him in that block right there, which is a possibility. If so, we're going to have to raise it back up. But we can keep this one and this one down. The other thing, or the next thing I need to do is, let's shut these guys back off. Let's get some range upgrades for these guys so that they reach the entirety of these pins here. And I don't know why I keep going back all the way into the house to get to my crafting thing. I got one right here. I keep forgetting about. So we need to make range upgrades. I think it's a tier 2 maybe? Let's build a tier 2 and just see. Let's see if that works. If so, we can build more if it works. So turn on his range, pop a tier 2 in, and we see it does cover the it covers too much area. That'll kill animals on this side. Okay, so let's try tier 1. Tier 1. Lots of lapis. Much better. Perfect. Perfect. So I need to build what? 9. Oh, wait. Man, brain damage. 12 of those things. Well, 11 technically. Oh, and they don't stack. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that'll let us get all of our machineries updated. That is facing the wrong direction. We need to turn you around. Turn around. Wait, what? Oh, I was in it. Now, why is your range not as much as his range? Yeah, he covers the whole bloody thing. Are these the same size? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I did not make these the same size? Boy, I'm stupid sometimes. Okay, I gotta fix that. That's gonna drive me nuts. So I'll just knock this line off and move it up by 1 set of blocks there. Okay, so that will make him work. And then this guy, he's going to be a block short too. There we go. Yeah, until we move him in, but that is going to make him cover the whole area. Fantastic. So, now I need this is the right size range upgrade, exactly what we need. Now, one thing we need to do is tell this guy, don't murder babies, because babies don't give you nothing. Otherwise, he's just going to killificate anything that hits that pin. We want to let the babies grow up and then have it murder them. So, we need the adult filter. There we go. Oh, we have plenty of eggs. So we're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. So this will keep the adults dead and the babies alive. So I do need to move those down. So I'm going to jump off camera here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to move all these down a block. We're not sure again if this is going to work, the middle being down here. We're going to give it a try, give it the old college try and see what happens. I'm also going to take this back line and kick it in a block so that we have even the correct amount of space on this side that we don't right now. And I'm going to redo our lights. Make them work. I can't believe I did that. That's just silly. Anyhoozle, let me take care of this and I will bring you back. So I have made some progress. Got the outside machines moved down a block. I left these up here because I'm not 100% sure that it will produce the animal above the grass block. So we got this one down here to test with, and I just left these here until we know for sure. I did dig out some trenches for power. So we are going to have to power these machines. So it gave us lots of room to work with that. And I got us a power cell. We can go ahead and run that. Where should we stick these? I guess it wouldn't hurt to go right there. Then we can just branch off of that. So we got 1 there, 2 there. Yeah, we'll be fine. So let's get some conduit. And we're just going to run this along the bottom like so. And all the machines need power. Every single stinking one of them. There we go. It's actually, I find it easier to just kind of go along the wall there. Just make sure you don't miss anything. And then here, yep, there's the machine. There we go, connected. Alright guys, got the cloches set up. One's growing carrots and one's growing wheat. And they have been producing slightly. Put our sink down here in the ground, feeding these guys some water, and just carried over the item and power lines that we've been working on over there. And put the power on the top and the items here on the outside. Now, we need to get the items that were produced in here over to here. Remember the animal feeders. We got to figure out which pins are going to be which. I think we will do cows, sheep, because they both take wheat, and that makes it easy. Pigs and chickens down here at the end. So that means wheat, carrots, seeds. So the easiest one to just set up is going to be the carrots, because we're just going to use colored channels. So this is our carrot bin, and we're going to say output on, well, might as well do orange because it is carrots. We're going to say always active. Now there's no orange channel right now. There's nowhere for orange to go. So orange is going to be down here. So we want to come in here, shoot down to the end down here. And on the bottom of this is our animal feeder. You can see up there at the very top center of the screen. We're going to configure this to be orange. There we go. Dang it, we're going to set it on insert, not extract. Brain damage. There we go. Now, this guy should be getting carrots. He is fantastic. And he's the only one that'll get carrots because he's the only one set to orange. It's a little trickier when we deal with wheat and seeds because they're produced in the same machine. So if we set it to green, and let green flow through to here, then you're going to get wheat and seeds. And we only want the wheat in these guys. We're going to have to use these filters. So we're going to have to set 2 filters to wheat and 1 filter to seeds. And I think we will go ahead and use, well, let's not use green. Let's use yellow because that's the color of wheat. Somewhat. So we're going to extract on yellow. We're going to extract everything. So now this first one is going to be wheat. So we want to go down to the end. Down here, and we want to build a filter. So we're going to take a basic item filter. We want to shift and right click on it to open it up, and you can see we can whitelist or blacklist. We want to whitelist. Whitelist wheat. So that's the only thing that can come into this filter is wheat. So we want to open up the conduit and pop the filter in here on the insert side. We don't want to extract, we do want to insert, and we want to insert on yellow. So he should start getting some wheat. Fantastic. But not seeds. And then the next one is the sheepies, right? Am I getting this right? Yeah. That was the cows, the sheep. So this will be another wheat, so we need to build another filter. Whitelist wheat. Excellent. We want to insert with a filter on yellow. And we don't have enough wheat in our machine, but once it does get wheat, it'll start producing in there. Now, one thing I do want to switch, because this guy is closer than that guy, he's going to get the bulk of the items, unless we make a change up here. That change being, I want to set this to round robin enable. That means as things get produced, it'll bounce back and forth between which one gets them. So it gives him a better, gives this guy down here a better chance of actually getting some wheat over the other guy. So we'll check him in a little bit and see if he's getting some. So now we got carrots down here. So we don't need a filter for carrots. We can see he's already getting them. We come down to this last one and we want seeds. So we are going to need a filter for that. So we want to whitelist seeds. Remember, because wheat and seeds are transmitting down the same channels. So we're going to pop that in there. We want to filter. We want to make sure it's set to insert, not extract. And go to yellow. So we should start seeing seeds. There we go. Pop in here. Fantastic. So everybody's got the resources needed to make the babies. So let's grab a couple of babies. I want to grab some chickens, adult chickens, put them in here, and I want to make sure those babies don't die in that grass block right there. So let us get our chickens going. That'd be a pig. There's a chicken. So 1 chicken. 2 chicken. Ah, see, make it a baby. So that guy did his job. And he died. Yep. What I thought might happen did. It popped the baby into that block right there. And I imagine he did not survive that. I doubt he went down here. Yep. Nope. He just died. So. Oh. He was living in the block. Interesting. You are mucking up the works. Be dead. So, or he was living in the little gap between the block and the conduits here, maybe. Either way, that is no bueno, not gonna work. So we are going to have to move this guy up, I think. In the interim, let's go ahead and get some other animals in here. So cows going over here. Badoom and badoom. Make it a baby. Baby cow. Oh, why you no suck baby cow? Why you got no power? Oh, because I dummy. I dummy. I didn't, crap. Where's the middle? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is it there? Nope. There. It just, yeah, doesn't have any power. You got no power. I need to give you the power. Piggies. Piggies go in this one, I think. Oh yeah, make it a baby. Now why you no get sucked over there? It's backwards. There we go. Suck at a baby. Haha. Excellent. Now y'all gonna have a suck life when y'all grow up. So we need to go get some sheep and some replacement chickens. We should have chicken parts in here from the 2 that we did murderficate. And we do, and a grass block for whatever reason. So we will go over here, say a sheep, and sheep, make it a baby. Why you know? Wrong way, stupid thing with the wrong way. Now our chickens. Make it a baby. Baby sucked across to the other side. That's the way it's supposed to look. Fantastic. None of our babies have grown up yet. So once they do, they're dead. Alright. So we can add more or less up here to produce more or less babies as we see fit. Now we need to get all the baby giblets out of these 4 containers into some form of storage. I think I'm just going to put some drawers up here somewhere. Yeah, I'll probably just put... What all are we going to have? We're going to have feathers and chicken. We're going to have pork chops. I don't know if tallow's in this one or not. We'll have to wait and see after it murders one. Wool and mutton and leather and beef. So 2, 4, 5, 6, 7 items at the very least. So, oh, yeah, see they hit the breeding cooldown. These 2 cows hit the breeding cooldown. It went ahead and fed them again. We got another baby, even before that baby grew up. Now that baby grower that we made, or the grower that we made earlier that was the wrong thing to make, I could put pointing into this chamber here, and it would actually grow these babies even quicker. We'd have to feed them more wheat, which means we'd have to produce more wheat. So right now we're getting about as much as we can out of this thing. Oh, see, our pig just grew up, and he got dead. Or, no, that was a sheep. So we got 2 mutton and some white wool. Fantastic. So these cows should be growing up any minute now. We'll see them turn into a puff of smoke. And we're going to put our controller right there. And then we're going to put our drawers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, it works, I guess. Now we're just gonna come down here. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So there's our middle. that way we can put our conduit here, connected into the main line there. And now these are all of the ones that are going to be outputting. We're going to move them to brown and always active. Then I'm just going to go, ooh, a hitch in the giddy up. There we go. Little freeze in the system there. So we're going to set this to insert on brown. So that should suck everything out. Oop, can't get up there. Wait, just barely reach it. There we go. Now you see it's pulled down all the giblets from all the things we've already killed. Alright guys, I let this run while I went and made and ate dinner. And it is working a treat. We do still have to come up with a way to collect the XP from over here. As well as probably take care of these eggs. Having two animals on this side, on the breeding side, does seem to work out fairly well. What am I stuck on? It's definitely producing enough babies to meet my needs. Now, if I were playing on a multiplayer server, I'd probably want some more. But, I mean, you can see I've got 4 pig babies, 4 chicken babies, 4 cow babies, no sheep at the moment. But it is definitely producing. If we pop over here, we'll see, you know, I've got 41 chickens, 40 eggs, 74, 83, 62. I mean, it's producing at a decent clip. So I'm happy with that. Now, one thing I did forget about is these guys produce essence. So not at a fast rate, not a whole ton of it, but they all are collecting essence. And that will shut the system down if I don't find a way to get it out of there. And we can definitely collect it and use it for other things later. Oh, pig just got it. Bye, pig. So I do want to set up a way to collect that. And to that end, I've got a reinforced large drum from Extra Utilities and some fluid conduits. So we will set those up. I think I will put... let's put him here for now. Yeah, I'm thinking about connecting this to our refined storage system down the road. You know, wouldn't be hard to do since we have a cable right here. We could just extend it along here, bring it over and connect it to that controller there, and that would give us access to all this stuff from inside the house, as well as even this fluid. So we can do like this, and we're going to have to take this conduit and connect it right here, and just bring it all the way down. Very good. So let's bring the cable over. Now these are not going to connect because this has fluid in it and this doesn't. We'll take care of that here momentarily. So I'm going to set this to insert. Hop up here, and we're going to reach into our little bag of handy tricks, grab our Yeta wrench, and we are going to say connect. There we go. Now, it may be that this essence fluid is too heavy to be pushed up into the drum. We may have to switch over to pressurized pipes. Absorb up here, and we see that we have some essence. Very little because we lost it all in our pipes when we reclaimed our pipes, which kinda sucks, but what you gonna do? This thing will keep on trucking and making more, so it won't be a big deal. Alright guys, I'm afraid that's all the time I got for this episode. I sure do appreciate you guys coming to hang out with me, as always. And if you enjoy the content, I sure would appreciate it if you take a minute, show some love to that subscribe button. It really does help the channel. And until next time, you guys get out there and make some noise. See ya.